Here's what I would have thought. I would have thought, punch, if you're closing this off because you're going to take these townhomes right up to the dike, which, in my world is kind of funny. As long as there's public access, I guess it doesn't matter. But it's amazing what kind of zoning can be pushed through the Richmond city. Must be driving pretty big cars by now, or they probably know better. Personally, if I looked at this project, I wouldn't have sent the whole River Road traffic up there to cause traffic jams on the Russ Baker Way here, or pardon me, on the Dinsmuir Bridge. It just doesn't make sense. I would have made the developer let me punch the road through to get access to River Road right up there. Right? That's where they send everybody, but they close this part off. Now, the Brighouse Homestead site is right here. All of these trees he imported from the UK in the 1800s and planted them. Basically, the seed from these trees are responsible for all the trees on Granville Street in Vancouver, all the big oak trees and that line the streets, a lot of the streets of Vancouver, all from Samuel Brighouse. Now, I've inquired at the city. I haven't heard anything back. First of all, they told me they didn't know anything about this site. Can I give them pictures of it? It was kind of funny. Anyway, here's what we got. This development, as I understand, is coming right to the dike. This road will no longer exist. I don't know, I guess that short spurt will go to bring the people in, or they'll put more people on there. But as you can see, this particular area is getting pretty dense, and every time they go up, it's another 400, 500. 400 or 500 apartments. Well, let's see, 10 per floor. Yeah, I guess you're getting there. 10 per floor, 15 floors. There's 150 units, minimum, I would say. And of course, they're trying to get a 30-story minimum, which is funny. We lived under a 3-story minimum for years. For years, no one could go over 3 stories. And now money talks, bullshit walks. So I'm going to start this up when I get over. Maybe I'll just video my way over to that other intersection where it's all closed off. Samuel Brighouse's little homestead site. I mean, we got malls already on top of his farm. We got the Olympic Oval on top of part of his farm. And we have this beautiful work they've done keeping his history. That's really nice. It's really nice, but as you can see, it hasn't had a coat of paint or, some kind of upgrade, something, In front of you is a remnant grove of beautiful trees. Marks the original homestead site of Richmond pioneer Samuel Brighouse, circa 1870. So, if Richmond doesn't figure this is worth protecting or doing something, I got no idea what their plans are here. But the city planning people haven't got back to me to tell me, what's going on. Nobody has, so it's pretty interesting. The traffic schema is just out of control here. Here we go, we got a guy, I guess he works down here. Let's see if he works down here. Hard to say. Must. Anyway, they closed that off. So you come from 3 Road, you have to make a left, cross this traffic that's above us. They put a new intersection in, one of the craziest intersections I've ever seen in my life, because they had a left turn signal and they blocked it out, because I guess they realized it didn't take long until the traffic backed up over the bridge once the left-hand turn lane was full, and they had no left-hand turn signal in the signals they put up. So without a left-hand turn signal, they couldn't move that traffic out of the way. So they realized probably within a day that wasn't working. So the city planning people and the people who assess this kind of stuff, I don't know why you didn't know that at rush hour there's 10,000 cars across this bridge now. That's probably a high estimate, but hey, I'd love to see the car counter from this bridge. It's a busy bridge. All the traffic from Vancouver, not all, half of it anyway. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I haven't kicked Buddy out of his house under the overpass. He's sleeping right now, having a nap. I guess it's too hot. Looks like he's sleeping up there. And here's their new road. Really nice. All the curbs are out 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches. A lot of work to bring all the storm sewers and everything up to snuff if this isn't the final pave. If it's not the final paving, I'd say that every manhole sewer cap is below grade. So you end up either with big, you could take it, bust it up, put a few more rings on it, raise it up to the right height. So that it looks like for this to be complete, if I was paying the contract, I wouldn't be paying the contract until this was correct. Because basically what you've got is a bicycle hazard with that curb being out. If you're not paying attention and you're riding along there, what looks like a white lined sort of bike lane, and you bump into that curb, you're going down. I'm telling you, it's taking you down. So I sure wouldn't have paid out on this contract. Definitely would have held back a lot of money. I'll show you the other part when I finish my ride, when I go up towards the bridge on the bike lane that just ends at the bridge and leaves you either to ride with traffic, which in Richmond isn't advisable, because they just, when they're on their cell phones, just drift around on the road. I could show you that. Any day driving down a Richmond road, you can find people that are on their mobiles. Okay, so we'll continue, and there's another point I have to bring to Richmond's attention where the lack of paint on the road is going to cause a major accident. The other night we were driving from the market and driving to the market, and I was coming along and I was about to make a left-hand turn, and all of a sudden I had one car jump into the lane coming for a head-on towards me, and 2 cars followed. It was 3 friends. They like to get their small little souped up cars and they go race around Richmond and follow each other. So that was what happened. I honked at them. I don't even know if they realized they were driving into oncoming traffic, because the way the design of the line and everything is painted, it gives you the impression that it's going to be your lane. And it's so worn out you can't see that it's a left-hand turn lane for the other direction, which is just unacceptable.